Hello everyone, Namaste. Welcome to Yoga with Dr. Joy. I am Dr. Joy and I have with me Dr. Gautami. In the last episode, we dealt with the first part of Yoga for Menopause, which I hope all of you must have watched. If not, you can watch that episode on YouTube. Today we are going to deal with the second episode of Yoga for Menopause, where we are going to show you a few more techniques to deal with menopausal syndrome. So let us start this episode with a gentle prayer. Let's join both our hands, close our eyes and chant the prayer. This prayer is just going to help us improve focus and improve the benefits got out of these practices. You can pray your own way as well. Let's chant the prayer together. Close our eyes. Sangachadvam samvadadvam samvo manausi janatam deva bhagam yatha purve sanjanana upasate. Gently open your eyes, lower your hands. So let's start the second episode of Yoga for Menopause with the asanas. The first asana that we are going to practice is Trikonasana, that is the sideways bending. So we are in ready position right now. Let us place some gap between both the feet. We need to now inhale and take both the hands sideways up. Let's start. Inhale, get both the hands to the horizontal position. They are parallel to the floor. We'll start by bending to the left side. Exhale and bend to the left side. Place the left palm close to the left ankle. Notice that the right arm is taken straight above the head. Look in the direction of the right hand. So this is the final position of Trikonasana. Practice slow, effortless breathing in this position. You can hold this for about 10 seconds. Practice slow breathing. Feel the strain on the right side. Inhale, come back to the erect position, hands back in the horizontal position. Exhale, lower both the hands, get them back to the close to the thighs. Let's practice on the other side. Let's start. Inhale, both the hands horizontal to the floor. Exhale, bend to the right side. The left hand is taken above the head. Look in the direction of the left hand. Place the right arm close to the right ankle. This is the sideways bending, Trikonasana. Practice slow, effortless breathing in this final position of Trikonasana. Hold this for about 10 seconds. Inhale, come back to the erect position. Exhale, lower both the hands, get them close to the legs. You can come back to the ready position and you can just relax for a while. So this Trikonasana helps to reduce the belly fat and also helps in reducing the bloating, etc., the loss of appetite which may be associated with the menopausal problems. The next asana that we are going to practice is the Paschimottanasana. So we are in the ready position, Paschimottanasana. So let's start. So we need to inhale and take the hands sideways up. Let's start. Inhale, take both the hands sideways up, above the head, stretch upwards as much as possible. Exhale and bend forwards from the hip. Yes, You can hold the feet, go down as much as possible, feel that pressure on the abdomen. This is the final position of Paschimottanasana. You can try to touch the forehead to the knees. Yes, hold this position. Practice slow, effortless breathing. Bend as much as possible. This position, Paschimottanasana, is to be avoided if you are suffering from low back pain. So you can hold this for about 10 seconds. Paschimottanasana. Let us now get back. Inhale. Come back to the erect position. Raise both the hands above the head. Stretch upwards as much as possible. Exhale. Get both the hands sideways down and place them back onto the floor. Both the palms are placed next to the hip joints. You can now relax in Shithila Dandasana. Yes, both feet are placed slightly apart. The hands are placed behind the back. The neck is bent any one side and you are relaxing in this position. Just observe the changes after the practice of Paschimottanasana. Next we are going to practice Kapalabhati Kriya. So this flapping of the abdomen is just going to give a little bit of the massaging effect on the abdominal organs, the uterus, and help in the menopausal syndrome. It would reduce the bloating, the acidity, and the pain associated with this menopausal syndrome as well. So in Kapalbhati, we need to forcefully exhale, and while exhaling, we need to flap the abdomen. So let us place both the palms on the knees. Sit upright. Let us start by forcefully exhaling from the nostrils. The mouth is kept closed. Let's start. Notice that while exhaling forcefully, the abdomen is pushed inwards. Notice the flapping of the abdomen. You can practice this for about 30 to 60 rounds. Forceful exhalation and passive inhalation. Gently stop the practice. Keep your eyes closed and observe the changes brought about by Kapalbhati Kriya. So Kapalbhati, as you have just seen, involves the forceful exhalation and passive inhalation. While forcefully exhaling, we need to push the abdomen inwards, and when the abdomen recoils, comes back to the resting position, a little bit of air moves inwards, that is passive inhalation. One should not forcefully inhale. So this is Kapalbhati Kriya. We'll practice one more time. We'll practice about 20 to 30 rounds. Ideally, you can practice about 30 to 60 rounds, maybe twice. So let's start. The forceful exhalation, Kapalbhati Kriya. Let's start. So you can practice about with a speed of about 60 rounds a minute. This is Kapalbhati Kriya. Notice the flapping of the abdomen and forceful exhalation. Gently stop the practice. Keep your eyes closed and observe the changes brought about by Kapalbhati. You can relax for a while. So here we will stop the practices in the second part of yoga for menopause. We shall now take a short break and see you on the other side of the break. Namaste. Welcome back. Namaste. This is the second part of yoga for menopause. Just before the break, we have practiced a few asanas, and now we are going to practice a few pranayamas useful for curbing the menopausal symptoms, menopausal syndrome. So let us start with the first pranayama, that is the Chandra Anuloma Viloma pranayama, which is nothing but the left nostril breathing. These are a few cooling pranayamas which will help in the menopausal syndrome. We know that there would be hot flashes and night sweats during the menopausal syndrome, menopausal stage. So these pranayamas will just help to reduce a few of these symptoms. So let's start. You can just have a look at the Nasika Mudra. So the second and the ring finger, the middle finger, the index and the middle finger is supposed to be bent. Yes, you can place this close to your nose now. Let it face you. Yes, notice that the index and the middle finger is flexed, bent. The thumb and the ring, the little finger, are extended. So let us start by closing the right nostril. Close the right nostril. Chandra Anuloma Viloma is the breathing through the left nostril only. So let's start. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale once again through the left nostril and exhale completely through the left nostril only. Continue the practice. Notice that the right nostril is kept closed at all times with the help of the thumb. Practice it slightly forcefully and slightly faster. Make sure that the exhalation is longer than inhalation. This is Chandra Anuloma Viloma. So this left nostril breathing, it stimulates the Chandra Nadi and it produces coolness in the body. So which will help in the night sweats and the hot flashes. This can be practiced about 10 times, and when it is practiced once, and in total it can be practiced about 10 times during the day. So that would be around 100 times. So once when we practice, you can practice about 10 rounds. 10 times a day, that makes it 100 rounds. So gently stop the practice. Lower your hand. So this was Chandra Anuloma Viloma, which is just simple left nostril breathing. This brings about coolness in the body. Next, we shall practice the Bhramari Pranayama. So for Bhramari, one needs to place both the palms over the eyes. Place both the palms over the eyes. This is an easy way of practice. Or alternatively, you can practice with the Shanmukhi Mudra, wherein the index finger is placed over the eyebrows. The middle finger is placed over the eyelids. The ring finger is placed close to the nostrils. The nostrils are not closed but placed close to the nostrils, and the little finger is placed close to the angle of the mouth. You can close the ears with the help of the thumbs. The thumbs are placed over the tragus. So you can close the ears with the help of the thumbs. So in this, the mouth is kept closed. You have to inhale deeply, and while exhaling, make the humming sound of the bee. So let's start. Let us practice about 5 rounds. Let's start. Inhale deeply. While exhaling, make the humming sound of the bee. Inhale deeply. Once again. While exhaling, make the humming sound. Continue the practice. 5 more rounds. Inhale. While exhaling, make the humming sound. While making the humming sound, feel the vibrations that are generated. Initially, you will feel the vibrations only in the head region, but if you concentrate more, you will feel the vibrations running throughout the body. This is Bhramari Pranayama. This brings about relaxation, which will help in the complaints of insomnia, irritation, stress, which is seen in the menopausal stage. Continue the practice of Bhramari Pranayama. Last round. Inhale deeply. Gently stop the practice. Keep your eyes closed. Lower your hands. Place them on the knees. Just observe the changes brought about by the practice of Bhramari. Relax completely. So you can practice this a few more times, maybe about 10 times. And as advised for the Chandra Anuloma Viloma, you can practice about 10 rounds while doing once, and maybe practice 10 times during the day. That would come to about 100 times. So you will be able to appreciate the effects of Bhramari and Chandra Anuloma Viloma much better. The next pranayama is called as Shitali Pranayama. It is another cooling pranayama. So keep your eyes closed. One has to just get the tongue slightly outside the mouth. Fold the tongue like that of a crow's beak. One has to inhale through the tongue. Let's start. Inhale. Feel the cool air that is sucked inwards. Close the mouth. Exhale slowly through the nostrils. One more time. Get the tongue outside the mouth. Inhale through the mouth. Close the mouth. Exhale slowly through the nostrils. This is Shitali Pranayama. Practice a few more rounds, 5 more rounds. While inhaling, feel the cool air that is sucked inwards. And while exhaling, feel the warm air coming out of the nostrils. This helps in reducing the hot flashes and night sweats seen in menopausal syndrome. Make sure that the exhalation is longer than inhalation. This is Shitali Pranayama. You can also make a hissing sound while inhaling. Close the mouth and exhale slowly through the nostrils. Last round. Exhale slowly. Gently stop the practice. These were a few pranayamas which will help in the menopausal syndrome. Next we shall practice the quick relaxation technique. So let us lie down in the supine position. Let's start with the quick relaxation technique. Keep your eyes closed, keep the feet slightly apart, let the palms face the ceiling, keep the hands slightly away from the body, keep the whole body loose, no tightness in any part of the body. Let's start. This is the quick relaxation technique. Just observe the abdominal movements. Practice slow breathing and observe the abdominal movements for a while. Notice that the abdomen is moving upwards and downwards. Observe this for about 3 rounds. Now let us synchronize the abdominal movements with the breathing. While inhaling, let the abdomen bulge outwards. And while exhaling, let the stomach sink inwards. Observe this for about 3 rounds. Inhale, the abdomen bulges outwards. Exhale, the abdomen sinks inwards. Let us now synchronize the abdominal movements with Bhramari for 3 rounds. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, abdomen bulges outwards. While exhaling, chant Bhramari. Inhale. Inhale. Gently stop the practice. Get both the legs close to each other. Get the palms close to each other. Turn to your left side and come back to the sitting position. Here we end with the techniques for yoga for menopause. We've shown you the part 1 and part 2 of yoga for menopause. I hope you have enjoyed these techniques. You can follow all these techniques, part 1 and part 2, yoga for menopause, on YouTube as well. Keep watching our program on YouTube. We will now end this episode with a short prayer. Let us join both our hands, close our eyes. Let's chant together. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.